It's time to talk about the best of the Foundation. And of course, the best of
the WGP.
With the addition of a SMARK Psychology podcast twist. 30-minute time limit. 2 matches of the night from last night. 1 from WGP, 1 from the Foundation. Along with the important show highlights. The owner of WGP and Foundation, Hollywood Hayward, teams up with the CEO and creator of SMARK Psychology podcast, The Prophecy, King Mac Miller, brings to you Good Golly Psychology.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, smarks and marks all over the world. What the hell is going on in the Promoverse? Because Jesus Christ. Good Golly Psychology is here with episode 9. The roads have been crossed because they indeed have been in a very interesting way. And we're going to get into it directly, damn near. But before we do that, I got to make sure that you know exactly who it is that you listening to. So I'm just gonna show you. It be me, it be I, it be the guy, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Rub, I guess. That's what I'm saying.
Hollywood Hayward, the owner of the Foundation and WGP, coming off of an exciting night at Crossroads. Dare I say, Mac, one of, if not the best shows ever produced here in the Promoverse last night, and we've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got a whole lot to talk about. First of all, you know what I'm saying? SMARK Psychology, you know what it is.
And we're going to talk about that, man. The SMARK Psychology, they were alive and well last night. A lot to talk about, Mac. A lot to talk about.
Get into it.
And I think we should crack right into Crossroads because we opened up Crossroads with an absolute banger. And I gotta say, Mac, a lot of people are talking about this today. My phone was going off the hook last night. You can imagine surprise when everybody saw that Bronx Bomber, second match back, had defeated Franklin Benjamin, the longest reigning Foundation world champion of all time. Bronx Bomber takes the Foundation World Championship to WGP. Wow.
And to start that off, matter of fact, I blame Mad T because it's still his fault. Fuck that. But this is the score that we ended up with at the end of Crossroads. But going into it, we had a double-digit lead. But like this was the most surprising thing. And at one point, this match here was the main event. But it lost its main event position and ended up being the opener, which is still not a bad position to be in. And they started off the show with a bang, but the loudest bang was the end of it. And Jesus Christ, Christ.
So going into this match, I doubt very few people thought that the Bronx Bomber had a chance to defeat Franklin Benjamin.
I mean,
and dare I say, the Bronx Bomber brought it. He came hard at Franklin Benjamin, called him out on all of the things that we have said on this show.
Yeah.
Called him out on all the things we said on the show. I don't want to take anything away from the Bronx Bombers' big win, but I will say a big part of that came in Franklin defeating himself.
Yeah, I mean, because as I watched this match, and I watched it a few times, Bronx Bomber came in and he bombed away on Frankie and the Doubters for his 6-year payoff, and even had Tony Chimmo announce it. You know what I'm saying? And in my eyes, like he in his hypes, and I do watch hypes. I'm not sure if everybody else does. I'll leave that where it's at. But in his hypes, he was just like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the champ at? And that's something that I've been asking for a very long time. Even when I was in the locker room, I'm like, where's the champ? You know what I'm saying? We need to be working together here for a certain portion of this to make sure that our show is looking as great as it needs to look or whatever. And I feel like I've been doing my portion to a certain degree, and we'll get to that. But I'm like, Frankie, he has a lot on his plate. He does a lot. He moves too fast. And I've told him these things privately, and he just simply got caught slipping. Too much dip on his chip. The Yankees do suck, but what's the measure on the Boston Red Sox when it comes to championship wins? You know what I'm saying?
And I heard he sold his opening day baseball tickets after the loss of the World Championship.
Yeah, he would have to. He would have to. He would have to.
The other thing I want to point out is, so Bronx Bomber came out. He did a bunch of hypes leading up to this match. Made me want to see it just on his end.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Judges look at hypes, okay? They look
Do
at hypes.
they?
I can't say that the hypes are the be-all, end-all. But here's the thing. If there's a question in the promo, they can look at the hypes.
Yeah.
They can't look at your hypes that you dropped 3 of on the day of the match.
Yeah.
The judges have already judged by then, Franklin.
Yeah.
Well, I get what you were going for, but the judges can't refer back to your hypes if you don't drop them till the day of the match.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the show's been loaded. Show's been loaded. Once that show gets loaded, and you would know that the show is loaded if you would like and subscribe to these channels. But once that show is loaded, that's it. There's nothing else that you can do to try to sway or to build your match. And again, I keep hinting at things, and we'll get to that. But to be honest, like, I had to restart Frankie's promo a few times, because as I'm watching, other things begin to take my attention away from him, and that's not a usual Franklin Benjamin promo type thing. Like, he showed no fight in this promo, none whatsoever, and he walked into an ass whooping. And
it kind of looked like he underestimated his opponent. He got caught with his pants down and with a couple of baseball tickets that he had to sell for half price because it was too close to opening day. Or to the opening gate, I mean. But big win for WGP. They earned a point. They brought the Foundation World Championship to WGP. We don't know what's going to happen with that yet.
Well, Frankie, what the hell, man? You couldn't just hold on to that. And it seems every time I do a side mission, for whatever reason, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to circle back to this World Championship, and we're going to get our rematch, and we're going to make this thing happen or whatever, because we had some smoke that we needed to clear up from the House of Thunder. Every time I do this, the champion loses his championship, or he gets screwed out of his championship, and I won't say where else that happens at in the Promoverse or outside of it. But it's just like, Jesus Christ, now what do I do? And yes, like, there is an issue that remains in between me and Bomber, even though I tried to make sure that I don't muddy the waters as much as he possibly does. But he did what was necessary here, as he questioned Franklin's leadership and said, you know what I'm saying, he questioned his roster's leadership, and which are all valid things and whatnot. And I told him personally myself, like, hey man, I'm always going to spin the narrative in a positive way on things that make sense. And I have to do that here. Like, he captured lightning in the bottle and did what was necessary and caught the champ slipping, and it was a big shock to start the show. It was a big shock to start the show.
It was a big shock, and we're in the business of giving away points for big shocks.
Yeah.
So most of the points tonight are going to be worth 2 points. Okay? There are going to be some 1 point things here.
Mm-hmm.
So there is going to be a surprise of the night, right?
Yeah.
Moment of the night. But the moment of the night's going to be shared. We'll go over that later. But let's go ahead and give WGP, if we can, Mac Millie, 1 point.
1 point.
1 point, because they are going to share moment of the night with something else that we're going to get to later. I think most people, if they watch the show, will get where I'm going with this. But we'll award the other half of moment of the night later in our show tonight. Wow, that's a lot of tonights.
Yeah, it's a lot of tonight.
But great match. Look, guys, y'all might not have to like the Bronx Bomber, but you can't deny what he did last night.
Yeah, I mean, he put a nail in the coffin it was even known that it was him, there was a hype that was dropped and everything, and like, oh, do I need to come over here and end the world champion's longest reign since nobody else has or nobody else can? And I got a problem with that portion of it or whatever, but it was just like nobody else has or whatever. Like, all right, I'll come and do it. And he did just that, and everybody was questioning how in the hell he got his shot. And those that know, and those that don't know and still think that they know, hey, it is what it is. But this man is now the Foundation World Champion as a WGP roster member, and things are in the flux. Like the roads have definitely been crossed.
There was a lot of crossing of roads last night. Let's get to match 2.
Oh man, as the show
buddy,
the show continued, and I was like, "Woohoo! What a fire match!" Like literally, like as a matter of fact, let me see if I can find my notes. I'm not sure if I even.
Let me say one other thing about the points tonight too, Mac. Because this was a dual branded show, the points are traditionally going to go to the brand that won the match. So unless it's promo of the night.
Yeah.
So if it's a match of the night, it's going to go to the winner of the match, and it'll be worth 2 points. I wanted to clear that up before we went any further. But I do want to talk about this, Mac, before you get to your notes.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
This might have been the most hard-hitting match on the card. And when I say hard-hitting, I mean Kevin Wolf said some very aggressive things. And they made sense. And if you know the story of El Guapo and Kevin Wolf, throughout the Promoverse, I mean, this almost seemed like the culmination of a blood feud.
Yeah.
And then to see, and Kevin Wolf would have beaten most people on this night with that promo if it wouldn't have been for vintage Guapo finding his swagger again. Yeah. Dare I say, had El Guapo found that same swagger not 2 weeks before when he fought Sness, he would have walked into Crossroads as the world champion. This match, I woke up this morning, Mac, thinking about this match right here. God, what do you got to say about it, Mac? Because I loved it.
I mean, I loved it too. Like Wolf. Wolf has been one of the people that I've seen grow in these past couple of months. From the end of last year up until now, he's taken notes from everybody that's been able to give him the ones that work for his character and for what it is that he does. And he's sharpening. He's sharpening. Like you said, he spoke a lot of pure truth. He came for Guapo. He came for him.
He did.
And
he came at him hard. Really, really hard. And he had a couple stumbles, 1 or 2, but they were so minor compared to Kevin Wolf a year ago. Very minor.
Like the weight to gain approach while he displayed his grind while also talking about it. It was fantastic. Like I love the gear. I'm a man for attire, you know what I'm saying? So that never not hungry. As he was hungry on this screen and in this match, I was like, damn. And in the back of my mind, I was like, Wolf might pull off the upset here if Guapo doesn't return to form. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, in so many ways, Wolf was getting at him, and he tore down Guapo. But Guapo, once I saw that wild ghetto Puerto Rican, I said, oh shit. Shit. On his birthday,
had a lot going for him in his promo as far as, the setting, the environment, the theme, the music. Yeah. It all worked together. Was that a little Slim Shady in the back? Guess who's back?
Man, guess who's back? Yeah, the Beanie Man got right to it. He got right to it. And just the championship talk, like, yeah, I know I ain't got the WGP championship. And Wolf is like, you should have had it. This is supposed to be my title match right here. And like, it was like story. I'm a man for story.
It had a big fight feel. And man, like I said, out of all of the great matches on that card, I woke up this morning thinking about that one. And I'm just going to go ahead and do something we've never done before. We've never done this before on this show. I'm going to do it. It might be a spoiler for what's to come, but I'm going to award 1 point to WGP.
Another one?
What was that?
I said another one.
Another one. This is an honorary mention for match of the night, and I'm giving it to WGP because El Guapo won. So I'm going to give them 1 point. Honorary mention for match of the night. Remember, guys, it takes 2 to have a match of the night. It takes 2. And in this match, oh, good golly, they both went at each other. I can't say enough positive things. And I also want to take the time here, Mac, to say this. Ever since we switched the judging, got rid of the scores, you guys no longer have the ability to really, truly know how close something was. And I tried to put it into terms when we do the good golly psychology, when something was close. If you notice, I try to say it was close. This match was extremely close. You can't tell because there's no scores, but it's extremely close. Extremely close. So,
and like Wapo said something interesting. He was like, it's like you guys are trying to give WGP points here in the match. He was like, it's because you give me Wolf. You give me Wolf, and what do you think I was gonna do to him? And I'm like, yeah, I took that in so many different ways or whatever, but like the attire which Wapo had on as he was representing the company that he runs or co-runs over there in EMP, I was just like, yeah.
I felt like he was getting ready to walk down to the boxing ring.
Yeah. I was like, ooh. This match hit different. It hit different. It was a great one.
For fans of pre-pandemic, early pandemic promo battles, this was the match for you. It definitely was. It was hard hitting. It wasn't super flashy, but it was hard hitting, and I loved it. Let's move on along, man. Good job, great. Kevin Wapo. Great job.
It was great. And so that WGP got off to a hot start. That was the first two matches, and WGP was like, "We here to fight. We at the crossroads with it. What's up? What's going on?" And I'm like, "This ain't gonna be good for the foundation. Maybe I need to come back to the locker room. I don't know, but it's a lot of cancerous things inside of that place." So, oh man, I've been distracted. And speaking of being distracted.
Here is where I thought Foundation would pick up their first win, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
We had Jack Saban coming off a big win against you, doing a lot of impressive things in the Promoverse. But if you've been paying attention, the illusionist, Luke Thompson, has been picking up his game.
Yeah.
Long in the rearview mirror are the McDonald's drive-through car promos that the illusionist was trying to trick us with about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
I still gotta go watch that in the finals.
This MFer parted the Promoverse C last night to enter the arena at Crossroads. And here's what I'm going to say. A lot of people have said this about Luke before. He's saying a lot of things, but none of it makes sense. Last night, you brought your graphics in. Okay? Last night, you brought your verbal. You went fast. You talked. You stumbled once or twice. You breathed a little too heavy. You might need an inhaler. But your wordplay worked, Luke.
He was in there.
Your wordplay worked. Man, it was impressive. It was impressive. I don't know if you pre-wrote that. I don't know if you fired it off the top of the head.
Yeah.
But that was probably your best use of wordplay I've seen to this date. Jack, all I can say about you is you've reached a certain level now when you beat Mac Milley to where now people kind of expect that progression to at least stay where it's at or get better. So anytime, once you reach a level consistently, when you regress, it becomes super noticeable.
Very.
Okay?
Very.
If you had never beaten Mac Milley, if you had never almost won a world championship, if you had never improved to a level where we were talking about you with so much promise, we wouldn't have noticed how bad you screwed up last night.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that ugly. I don't mean it bad. I think you are a very, very, very potential full promo artist with so much potential to tap into, but you regressed last night.
I want to say there was one thing that I did like from Jack's promo last night, just the go ahead, and then just like the energy and just like the frustration and the anger. But like sometimes I've told Jack a lot of times, like you don't go off the rails so far to where you lose structure of what it is that you're doing.
Right.
To Jack, I want to say, bro, get back to the basics, man. Get back to the shit that I taught you. Use the things that I gave you. Like I worked with you because I see the promise in you, and I see the difference that can be had, and we've shown them, and you've done that. But you got to be able to stay in that pocket. Don't knock yourself down. If you seem to think that things are different mentally than they are actually, you know what I'm saying? And if you need me to break that down any further, you know where to find me. But speaking of which, somebody else that's found me and I've found him, and I've also been in his ear as well, Luke Thompson. You know what I'm saying? I told him the moment that he got to where he is now, I said, bro, this is it. Stay in that pocket. I mean, I loved it so much that I got the man on my intro on SMARK Psychology doing my parental advisory. Like, bro, stay in this pocket. If you stay in this pocket, you have the potential to be a version of the promo Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that you deliver and he talks shit. Just as long as that verbiage is proper and everything that you're saying makes sense, there's nobody out here that's gonna stop you. You can stop yourself. You know
and last night it made sense. Last night I think might have been the closest Luke's ever come to everything coming together all at once.
Yeah, it was, and that, sir, I've been begging to see his magic. Pause. I've been begging to see his magic for a long time. That there was
well, if you believe in magic, it's in there in him somewhere. All you got to do is reach inside of him, Mac. Oh yeah, God, we're getting sexual.
I just got to pull him out. I got to help him pull it out. But
reach inside of him, stick your head in, and give it a good old look around. It's in there everywhere.
Yeah, but, I love where it's at. That three in a row, WGP. I said, oh shit.
Super proud of both these guys, long-term future as well. And Luke, keep what you're doing. Don't overthink it. Both of you guys have a tendency to overthink things, but when y'all stay to the KISS method, keep it simple, stupid. No, y'all tend to do really well.
It was a fight. It was a fight.
And last night, Luke, it all came together. I'm ready to move on. Great job.
Like, I was in my feelings for a lot of different reasons, because I'm like, damn, this is a crazy show. Like, this show is good, but like, and my loyalty to Foundation, as on the side, I've been like helping everybody because I want to see the product come together the best way, entertainment wise, that it possibly can. I was just like, I'm conflicted here because I'm rooting for I'm like, yeah, way to go, WGP. Wait a minute. Fuck that shit. Foundation, what's going on? Like,
well, you know, WGP, this event, I knew that if WGP was going to have a chance in this competition, they needed to show up big in this event, and to come out and win the first 3 matches. Woo! Did they show up big there?
At this point in the show, once I started catching my conflictions, this was the next match. And I said, damn it. Like I want to root for my little brother, you know what I'm saying? And we've had conversations, but I've literally like let him start doing his own thing or whatever. I'll just give him side notes here and there when it's needed and everything. And also Hector Flores, another man that's progressed as well, and that he's taking notes from things that has been said and told to him. And I'm just like, man, this is gonna be one hell of a fight, and I really hope that my brother pulls out the victory here. But like, again, and like I told him afterwards, I'm like, you just swept somebody and then you just got swept. But people need to understand that when they see these judges renderings and they see sweeps, it's not as bad as what a sweep may seem to be.
This is another example of what I was even talking about earlier, Mac. This match might have been a sweep, but there's no scores. So y'all don't know how close it really was. I can tell you, I'm in the judges' room. It was close. Some of these guys looked at this match 2, 3, 4 times. A line with Hector that really stuck out to me. So I'm a big fan of when you're a champion and you're defending your title, sometimes you take a much different approach to the match than if it was just a regular match with no title involved, or if you're challenging for a championship. And Hector Flores has been around for 3.5 years, putting in hard work, fighting. The thing on his shoulder, he says this in his promo, the thing on my shoulder represents 3.5 years of blood, sweat, tears, determination, hard work. I don't like that Dino Nugget eating son of a bitch, But let me tell you something. He's not lying. That was a classic.
Yeah.
A classic
It was a
title
fight.
defense promo.
It was a
It
fight.
was a classic one. He talks about the struggle it took for him to get there. He talks about what he's going to do with. He talks about all these things, and man, he's really embraced this Nug Life culture.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I told my little brother, like, and I tell a few people, I'm like, yo, I don't have the power that y'all think that I have behind the scenes. I might have a little bit of influence, but not to when I don't have an influence on the judges or these renderers.
Now, I can assure everyone that Mac is not a judge.
I have nothing to do with it, but
He's
I
too
get
high profile of a competitor to have
you know
judge.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like, but I'm like, I watched the match, and it was good. It was good. I told my brother, I said, it's a good match. I don't know which way it's going to go. I don't know which way it's going to go. It's a good match. So once I saw the actual render, and I was just like, oh it's a heartbreaker. Because this is one of the best promos that my brother has done. And
that's what's tough about this game, Mac. You can do your best work, or one of your best works.
Mm-hmm.
And on that night, it might not be good enough. And that doesn't mean it's still not one of your best works.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it's still not good. And that doesn't mean that it wasn't entertaining. It was. This match is exactly what I envisioned the prototype division being.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I did, and I hope we get more matches like this.
Yeah.
Grayson almost won it. Like I said, I know it said 3 judges for Hector, but all 3 of them almost went with Grayson. So that's how close it was. I do think personally, if I could throw this out to Grayson, I think his setting hurt him, and I think that red filter hurt him too.
Mm-hmm.
I know people probably think, because it was commented on in my locker room, oh, so setting can hurt people? Absolutely.
Yes, it's
Absolutely.
your promo. It's your promo.
I'm sorry,
It's
I don't
layers.
know. And for the person that made that statement, I don't know how y'all do things other places you play, where I guess
know.
you can sit in a junky room and
I
spit
know.
some words. I'm not saying these 2 guys did that,
Yeah,
but
it
and that
happened.
nothing's looked at. But when you're playing a character like Franklin Benjamin, when you're playing a character like the experienced Grayson Lee,
You have to do
I
that.
want to see that character setting,
Yeah.
if at all possible.
And like,
And if I've seen it before, I'm going to notice when I don't see it again.
yeah. And like Hector again, one of those people that has taken the notes, and he has progressed very much so, very rapidly from last year to this year, and it is grand to see. And like even my brother has done so as well. I believe this was his first match that I did not put my hands on. You know what I'm saying?
And he did a great job.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm telling people. These matches were all close last night.
It was great. So I want to say to both of y'all, like, and don't hang your head. Don't hang your head in victory or loss. Anybody that was on the show, because this was a great ass show. It was actually better than Starting Point in my opinion.
I
you know
agree.
What I'm saying? Like it was fire. Any show
I think
that
it was
has
better than all 3 nights of Starting Point. Honestly.
Any show that has me conflicted and has me forgetting exactly like, and you know, I blur the lines a lot. I do the kayfabe thing, and you never really know what's real or what's not real when it comes to me. And I try to make sure that, you know, if you actually got an issue with something that I said, my DM is available to you, and if it's not available to you, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So it is just.
And I want to say this too. If people are concerned about the results, then that means 2 things under this new system.
Yeah.
1, we booked good matches, and 2, the competitors both performed.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, when you have confliction on who should have won a match, you don't have to automatically go to fuckery.
Yeah.
You can go to, it was a damn close match.
Yeah.
It was a good match. I'm not saying people went to fuckery on this one. I'm just saying, in general, that's how I look at it now. Because I know I booked good matches, and I know everybody on that card overperformed.
Yeah.
Everybody. So
what the hell? You know, people in this E-Fed world, in this Promoverse, are really trying to get my attention. But I'll save all that for later. But Foundation got the first point of the night. First title that was on the line, that got defended and retained, and I was just like, Here we go.
And here's the thing: if Grayson would have won, he would have earned 2 points for WGP.
Yeah.
So that there was a lot at stake in this match, and I loved it. I love both of those guys, and I think both of them have very bright futures.
Very bright, and the wheels got spinning. I said, all right, now we're here to play. Now we're here to play, and we had the next match with Tyler coming back and everything after his little stint with his brother and whatnot, and the Army of One really got in that bag, like really got in this bag or whatever. I just got a message from somebody that's really been trying to like get my attention, send me friend requests and everything. Well, but anyways, Army of One versus Matt Tyson and Matt, bro, I don't know what the confliction is in between me and you now or whatever. I thought everything was cool, but I'm still gonna give you your just due. Your green screen work, amazing. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where that started from or where that came from. Well, I know where, but like it had nothing to do with me. It's nothing that I've said or whatever, but like everything else, like the mixture of what you're doing, like the only thing that you did not do for this match, and I encourage everybody to do, when you get yourself an opponent and you got enough time, you better do that research. You better do that research on your opponent, because that was the only thing you was missing. If you had that, this would have been.
I think these two match up well against each other. I think I know what happened. So Matt Tyson probably got a little confused because of Tyler Drummond recently playing that other gimmick.
Yeah.
And coming back. And then before that, there's like several months of no Tyler Drummond. Several months. Yeah. So he would have had to go back extremely far. Should he have? Probably. But he didn't. What I will say is the 2.5 minutes we got were good. And he knows he's short. He's aware that he is short. He says it in his promo.
Mm-hmm. And I love that he said it like that. But if there was something within there that would have been like, then it would have worked. It would have worked like a motherfucker, because it was like, I don't need the full time. But if what the time that you had that you used was a whole lot stronger than considering who you were going up against, and I wasn't sure which Army of One you were going to get, but that man showed up in his entourage stint, and I said, oh shit. I can say from personal experience, if you hear that entourage stick, you're going to get probably the best version of Tyler Drummond that you could get. And that's what we got here, especially in my eyes, because there's been times where I've been like, this man is lazy, but he showed up here, and I love Tyler's work so much better when Army of One is fucking consistent.
Yes,
the story,
you get hard hits. You get comedy, you get good presence, and now, I mean, I'm going to give Tyler his props. For people that don't know, he's over the past 2 years probably lost, 200 pounds, something crazy, and he moves around now. He didn't just move around. Now I've known Tyler a long time. Now he moves around. He's got a little body language when he promos. He's got a little energy, and it really works for him because his voice is so. It commands your attention. He commands your attention on screen. So does Matt Tyson. We just need a little bit more, Matt. And I think if you were a little bit more seasoned in the Foundation WGP, that would have been an incredible match out of you for Tyler Drummond. But unfortunately, Foundation picked up another win, another point. But I don't think Matt Tyson should be embarrassed or upset, because if you guys haven't been paying attention, Matt Tyson's really been knocking it out of the park since coming to WGP.
Oh yeah. And I just want to say for Tyler, like, man, the Johnny Gargano spot, the breaking the fourth wall while not breaking the fourth wall, the Mike Tyson bit, I said, that did it. That did it.
When he was on the table flat like that, two thoughts crossed my mind, Mac. The first thought was, I'm about to pee myself because this is so funny. And the second thought was, 2 years ago, Tyler Drummond couldn't have laid on that table. So kudos to you, Drummond. Kudos to you.
Again, to both of y'all, this was an amazing show. Stay in these pockets, ladies and gentlemen.
And here's the thing. These pockets. Matt got one judge's thing.
Yeah.
So imagine with 2 more minutes, Matt, you probably could have got this victory, and we're over here telling you how good the Army of One was, so that tells you how highly we think of you.
Man. Get out your feelings, Matt, bro. Holla at me, man. Let's talk about it, because I gave him some notes last time or whatever, from because I was like, I just watched your match over in I forget where it was at that time, but I was like, I just rewatched this match. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, Matt, you got it, bro. Like you're a force to be reckoned with. Just take these notes, Sarge. Take these notes, sharpen up, and man, this league is crazy. But talking about this league is crazy. We gotta get to my guy. We gotta get to my kid. We gotta get to the ageless assassin, the young franchise, the phenom of the motherfucking future. Woo!
What can I say?
Woo!
You know, when he came on the screen the first time, my inbox kind of blew up.
Oh yeah, I know it did.
Blew up. They said, "You're really gonna let a kid play?" I said, "I don't look at it like that. I don't look at it like that." When we started the foundation, the tag phrase was building a better future for the promo stars of tomorrow.
Yeah.
It can't be any more truer in the case of Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We built a better future so that people like Drake can have a better tomorrow, and he's a big part of that future. And the Black Plague came in, and the Black Plague, you know, the Black Plague does what the Black Plague does, but I'm going to comment about something. The first time we saw Drake, he had all the drip on, the drizz. That's what kids are calling it nowadays.
My young fly guy.
And, you know, I didn't notice it first. He came out in all black. He didn't have the drip and the drizz, but he talks about that.
Yeah.
And he knew very little about the Black Plague. You have to understand, this kid's not even on Facebook.
Yeah,
okay?
And
he can't research these guys like we do. He gets the videos we send him.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention that. I'm like, yo, I've been so busy, but like, just make sure you do this and make sure you do. Like, I gave him very small notes, and I said, if I have the time, I will do my best to try and find a Black Plague match. But this man doesn't compete like that, so it's gonna be real tough for me to give you that. But I was just like, just don't make this mistake, don't make that mistake, because judges will look at this and look at that. But I have no worries at all, kid. Like, do your thing and just make sure that you hit these marks or whatever. And
he told the Black Plague he was gonna carry him into the pits of hell. He was willing to carry him into the pits of hell. And as he promoed and got more confident in the promo, you could see. And then the drizz started to come back. The Riz. Everything happened. And the promo was structured so well. And that's the thing people don't realize. His promo had a clear beginning, a clear middle, a clear end.
And a strong.
It was probably the best structured promo on the whole show, which is why, Mac, we're gonna give WGP 2 more points.
Oh, and I hate it and I love it. We're giving
promo of the night to the ageless assassin, Drake. Good job, Drake.
And I love it.
Good job making quick work of the Black Plague, bringing the score WGP 23, Foundation 28. God, Crossroads has been good to wrestling geeks and pariahs, hasn't it?
There is moments where I really, like, my heart is full, and I'm like really proud. I'm glad that I was able to bring the young assassin into this game, and I'm glad that he showed everybody what he's about and what it is, and even from his hypes and things of that nature. And I'll say it, like, it doesn't matter if y'all know that I edit his videos or not, because the kid is a phenomenal promo artist, as he's going to be also a phenomenal wrestler. Trains at Santino Bros, has connections at Knox Pro Wrestling, and y'all already know that I'm connected with there and everything. So as I keep saying, like, keep sharpening y'all game, because I'm bringing people to this scenario to not only watch but also to be a part of it. And things are happening, and you just gonna have to be ready to ride the wave. And my guy right here, the young assassin, like, man, I told him, I said, you got some fans, you got some fans, bro. You got some fans. They out there. So I told him, I was like, I gave him his judge's notes and everything, and was just like, I'll stay tapped in to let you know what's coming up next. But I fucking love this.
And not only does he have fans, he created some fans last night, and he hushed up a lot of doubters.
Yeah.
I mean, I had other league owners ask me, "Are you sure you want to let a kid play?" I'm like, "Oh, absolutely, absolutely."
Yep.
Because this is good for him. This is good for everybody. It's a win-win. So
I
I think he's got a bright future, and he gets promo of the night.
When I mixed it up with him, I knew for a fact, like even the scenario that we were in, I knew that he was going to win. But I was like, let's see what this kid got. And we got inside that wrestling ring at Knox Pro, and we got on that mic. And when he's got that mic in his hand, let me tell you that kid, I put him over immediately, even in the promo match that we had, because I was like, I just want to make the connection with everybody that's here and whatnot, and make sure that everybody knows who I am, which they do. I was like, this kid right here, he's great. He's great. He's fantastic.
Absolutely.
He is fan-fucking-tastic. So, Haywood, before we get to the rest of the matches, like we did make mention or whatever, so I just wanted to just pull these small things out really quickly so we could tap into it, because it also happened on this show. But Matt T opened up the show, asshole, and I know that you're not going to be interrupted on this show, but damn it, it must have transpired and crossed over. I like what I did there. Crossed the road, and it happened on the show, and Mad T opened it up, and I'm sure that made him feel like a king of sorts or whatever. But man, I still blame everything on him if he wouldn't have taken out Pete.
You know, I do feel like if Pete Wall wouldn't have been in a Canadian hospital somewhere recovering from his injuries, and you know in those Canadian hospitals sometimes how dark it can get and how lonely it can get. I do feel like the foundation, if they would have had their general, their leader, that maybe it would have been a better night for them. Mad T might have not gotten traded to WGP before he took out Pete Wall, but he might be the best player on their team.
Man. Like, what show is he on now? Like, it never went through, so he's still on the foundation, right?
Well, we have the disciplinary board looking into Mad T.
Yeah.
The problem I'm running into is that, well, some of them feel like he might have been provoked.
Speaking of provoking, and what a great fucking segue. This match happened.
Wow. Let me tell you, this was a match. It was something. Truly Righteous Soul Star, you know, I see a lot of people hate on Truly Righteous Soul Star. And I'm gonna tell you something. He's not a bad promo when he puts it in.
He's not, yeah.
Even his opponent's manager, Bones, or maybe, I don't know. We don't really know. But his opponent even complimented him during the match. Not in the match, but in the chat. In the chat, he was like, God, I hate myself for saying this. This is a good Soul Star promo.
Yeah, and and I'm glad that you said that, because God, I hated that this. Oh man, this is rough for me, because you know how I feel about the In America character, and I'm never saying your name. But like it's Soul Star has got it, but he hasn't got it all the way. Like we talked about Drake, how you got to open in the middle and a very ending close. Soul Star has no close. He has no close that's strong enough that really like rebukes your spirit with this character, and I really hope that he figures that out. But
yeah,
Jesus,
if he had a close, I think it would definitely add to it. And I also think he needs to work on his setting a little bit, because he's playing. Because I've seen him do it. Excuse me. I've seen him do it in a setting where you felt like he was in church, or you felt like he was truly righteous. When you're going to play one of these over-the-top characters like that is a profession, like a preacher, I kind of want to see you in that setting.
Yeah. Give
that's what hurt Franklin. I want to see you in your setting, not in your living room, not your bedroom. I'm not saying that's the end-all be-all, but it definitely could be the icing on the cake to give you the win.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people all the time, everything matters, every layer, not just what you say, not just your music, not just the clothes that you wear, your background, your filters, it all fucking matters. Put some thought process into it, you know what I'm saying? And just that pink glow or whatever, like, give me something spiritual, Soul Star. But like Soul Star, it was a great approach, because I definitely see and experienced everything that he had to say about Mr. In America, and that may be deeper than a lot of people can understand, and I wish that you had, like I said, a better way to close with this gimmick, but you ran across someone who knows how to manipulate his gimmick. And so, speaking of which, I really hate and love this show, and I really hated and loved this promo, and I know it got a lot of controversial feedback of which I've seen on the page because I'm not in the locker room, but like I love the reason why we're here, but I'm always as transparent as I can be, and I hate giving certain folks positive feedback because I feel like, you know, you don't really fucking need it from me or whatever. But I love the Family Guy bit. I loved it, and at that point, I was like, already, I was like, this match it shouldn't be happening, but it's happening, and we're here now. But like that bit alone won him the match, in my opinion. The rest of the promo, unnecessary. It was an unnecessary abuse, but it had to take place because there was a time frame or whatever. But I bullshit you not. Had he not done anything else after that segment from Family Guy, I'd still, if I was a judge, I would have gave him that match. just off for that alone.
It was definitely a good add-on. He picked up another win for the foundation. Very controversial character, guys. This is satire. Is what it is. That's in my opinion. I'll say this. I think that it can exist in this game. I very much recognize that it offends some people, and to that I'll say that it was a long show last night that took up a 4.5 minutes of it, and if this kind of thing bothers you and you don't like it, there's 9 other matches on the card that you are more than welcome to watch.
And I mean,
you can mute it during that part, but you can't deny the fact that he's everywhere.
Yeah.
So you might as well get used to him, because everybody has welcomed Mr. Black America into their arms.
Especially this guy, for what it seems. Like, I don't know what's going on, but come on, Patriot, man.
I want to talk about this because this seems... He opened up with a very interesting history piece about Jackie Robinson that I think
people were so lost, and I did my due diligence in the comment section. Like, open your fucking minds and follow the fucking story. Pay attention to what's going on, because these things matter for whatever type of match happens, so that you can better understand why the judges, better understand why the competitors are putting together the promos the way that they are doing.
Right.
And here's the thing. Everybody, they were confused, but they started figuring it out, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like,
it's a good, if you know your promo facts and your promo history, that was a very good analogy.
Yeah. I'm mad that you just went Barney on me. Like,
but it was, and it still leaves people wondering.
Yeah.
What exactly does the founding father want?
yeah. Like, what is it? What is the connection between these two? What's going to transpire? What's going to take place? Like, I watch with one eye. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be like this, like, what the fuck is about to happen now? Oh, Christ. You know what I'm saying? Especially every time I see an N-word promo, I'll just be like,
for as much as people are like, WTF, people were talking.
Yeah. And
they're trying to figure it out. And that, if you're watching at home, guys, is what you want.
What gets the people talking is entertainment. And however that entertainment comes across the screen or whatever, you just got to appreciate it for whatever you think it means or whatever. But if you feel some type of way about anything that transpires on what you are watching, go within your character and find out a way to combat it.
Exactly.
That is what it is. And speaking of that, man, my transitions are great today. Talking about combatant promos, like, geez Louise.
We have the 3 most dangerous letters in promo AEP. Take on the 3 pettiest letters in promo PPP.
And boy, was that man petty. But before I get to his pettiness, like, Uncle Leroy
Boy
was so gross, bro. knows. And I fucking love. He's my favorite uncle, and I have a real Uncle Leroy in real life. So I'm just like, and he's just as fucking funny. And so it always hits home for me or whatever. But like, just Franklin Bitumen, I went into the White House and I stole your jacket. It looked good on me.
You know, both of these guys opened up with really funny openers.
Yeah.
For their AEP with the White House bit, then Pretty Petty Peterson with the news report.
Yeah.
These guys were both funny and brutal at the same time.
Speaking of Pretty P, to go backwards and then come back forwards, no relation, but Petey Bufferson and the way that he announces Mr. N-word is hilarious. I fucking love it.
Oh, here we go again. Let me see.
Yeah. Like the first one I started for it, I was just like, what? He was like, I'm going to do this one. All right. And this one is like, yeah, shit. Yeah, I fucking love it. But to come back to Triple P, like, I even told him privately, and I think you might have even seen that. I was just like, bro, you didn't have to attack AEP, Mr. Blue Man, as he was going for this Blueprint Championship the way that you did for his language. We all know that his language makes him AEP and what it is, but it was a great fucking scheme that he took, and just making fun of the words and things that he said. I was just, oh, this fucking petty.
And here's the thing, those guys both had fun with that. They're both they communicated with each other like they're good. That, you know what I mean?
Like some of these
and
matches.
That's what you want too. Like, so they were able to come out and have a really funny match where they get a little close to some lines.
Yeah.
They don't quite cross them.
Yeah.
And they're not pissed off at each other today in real life. And
like,
that is a good thing. And they entertain people. I'd say it was one of the funniest matches on the card.
Yeah.
But hands down, probably one of the funniest matches. And I've told people for a long time, comedy can win. Comedy can win.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, I just read that message a little bit more. I'll tell you after we get off the show, whatever, who this is. But like it's good to where certain individuals you really question, are they mad at each other? Do they not like each other? Like, what is it? Like, some people do actually work together on their promos and say, let's put on this show, and then some people don't. Some is real, some of it is you're when you're able to ask this many questions about a match, that lets you know how good of a match it is. And again, over and over and over, that kept transpiring on this show. But the Petty Blueprint champion did what he was supposed to do, and he went out there and he defended the second title that was defended and retained and whatnot on the line, and he did that. But moving on, it got more wackier. It got more wackier. And in saying that, before we get too crazy, Matt, I forgot to tell you, I loved your background choice of music with I Came to Play, you know what I'm saying? No Astro Glide. I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, and Matt, hit me up in the DMs if you need a better lube choice, because that Astro Glide has all those you don't want, you don't want to get an infection or anything. There's better products on the market. I am expert when it comes to that kind of thing. All right.
Man, I just went back to my notes. I was like, I gotta throw that out there real quick because it was great. But this match, talk about a fucking great match, man. Like, as I said what I said before, I diverted just a little bit about working with people. The best stories, in my opinion, can be told by one person, or if you guys have a very strong relationship and a long history, like the main event or whatever, or if you're relatives and things of that nature, like, it comes across very fucking well. And this was a very fucking well come across match. And I'm in the comment section giving people information, like, pay attention to what you're seeing in the story, because there was so much story in SNES versus Dr. Doof. So much fucking story, and it goes back far. But the things that's been done recently in between these two in different scenarios, and then you see them coming together in the hub and everything, and there's more to that, and that's coming. But SNES losing his power source and actually seeing it in this promo as Doof is controlling the power of what, like it. I was losing it. I was
And
losing it.
that's what people don't understand. A big part of how Doof won was the story.
Yeah.
I have said for years, you can be on the right side of the story and automatically have an advantage.
Yeah.
And Doof was on the right side of this story. Not to mention, his promo was good. And let me peel back the curtain for a minute, if you don't mind, Mac. Just
Go
for a
ahead.
minute.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm not going to make an illusion that nobody doesn't realize. People realize that these are the same person, okay?
Yeah.
We're not dumb. Me and Mac know it too.
Some people are though.
And that makes it, to me, even that much more impressive.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to go after yourself.
Yeah. Very much.
For a lot of people, it's hard. And Dan did it. Let me talk about Dan. Dan did it in a way to where I think these are two totally different people.
Yeah.
Two totally different over-the-top people.
Oh yeah.
If you know Dan, you also have to know how incredibly difficult it is for him to be so totally over the top.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kudos to Dan for giving us a story, for giving us something we can follow week to week. I mean, if y'all aren't paying attention to the story of SNES, everybody wants to talk about this retirement tour. It is way more than a retirement tour.
Oh yeah.
Way more. It is a story, and he is telling it his way, and he's doing it masterfully.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a shocking moment, and I told y'all earlier in the night that the most shocking moment of the night was a tie.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about it. Doof, the foundation has captured the WGP World Championship. Dr. Doof beat SNES. Give Foundation one of those 2 points to split that up, bringing it to 29-23. Moment of the night would be the 2 world title changes. We don't really know what's going to transpire with
on
that.
The different shows.
All I know is WGP is holding the Foundation's world title. Foundation is holding the WGP's world title. We have the Pillars of Fate tournament coming up where the winner's going to take on one of the champions at Guts and Glory. Oh my goodness. That tournament kicks off in 2 weeks. We will have 8 first-round matches, 16 competitors. But we got to talk about our main event.
I mean, well, before we do that or whatever, because I just want to make sure that I get the rest of these notes out or whatever, because these are the last pieces of notes that I did take.
Okay,
I mean,
yep.
And I want to tell people, like, I don't take notes for every match because they're not necessary in my mind, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have something to say. But like, if I do take notes for your match, like it was some things in there that needed to be pointed out. So first of all, Doof, motherfucker, he dissed PlayStation, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I know how I know how I feel about it. I didn't like it. Because I'm a PlayStation guy, but that's just a personal thing. But the core, why in the fuck does Corey in the House even have a video game? Like, when that got dropped, I said, what the fuck is this?
It's a true story. Nickelodeon went through a phase in Disney where they were releasing games of all of their. Hell, you're a PlayStation guy.
How do you play a
my
game
21-year-old daughter was 10. We played Hannah Montana. I have the platinum trophy. Trust me, these games exist.
How do you play a game like that? But anyways, SNES. Man, we got to get back to the control center. I need to find out what the hell is going on and what we can do about this power source and how much you got left and what's going on. Because seeing that man fracture all through the promo and everything, I said, oh shit, it would no.
And you know, and now that we're back on not talking about Dan, we're talking about SNES. I actually want to say something to SNES. SNES, I don't know what in the hell is wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you're starting to embarrass yourself. You're not the same guy that came into WGP, I don't know, 4 years ago and almost took me down. Okay? You're not, SNES. I don't know what's wrong with you, but if you don't get it together soon, I might have to come out of this booth and cut your power off.
We gonna have to figure it out, and more is coming. So stay tuned and follow the story, the hypes, everything that comes out that you see on this screen that happens for the Foundation and WGP, and anywhere. Like, pay attention to it like you need to pay attention to this, because the bracket is crazy. Let me move this out the way. We got one half of the bracket where you got AT versus Mr. Emerson. That's going to be a dope one. You know what I'm saying? Gene has been waking back up and finding his fire. You got Mr. N-Word versus Blunt Road. That's going to be interesting.
Both of those guys are
fire.
very excited for that match and perplexed at the same time.
Yeah. You got Triple P and Kevin Wolf, and that should be interesting as well. You got Army of One and Dante Black, and that's gonna be a fight. You got Cousin Paul and Johnny Blade. That's gonna be interesting. You got AEP and him, and that's gonna be what it is. But he's definitely gonna run into something eventually. And then you got Wapo and Matt Tyson. That's gonna be a boxing match. And then you got Luke Thompson and the other him, or whatever. So it's gonna be interesting. A tournament 2C in honor of the young gun. And Haywood, as you have asked me to be a part of this tournament, in my eyes, I'll show and pay my respects by showing him in certain promos or whatever for whatever it needs to be. But I did not have the opportunity of meeting this young young man. I've seen a lot of his work, definitely great. But in my honor to him, without knowing him, I just rather not touch it and let the people that did have the chance to experience him personally and in promo to be able to go out there and do their damn thing in his honor or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna be watching. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching.
It's always a big tournament, and everybody always pays a lot of tribute to Steven in this tournament. And it's one of the best ways I know to honor him without it looking like we're using him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that, and I don't like it. Steven was a good friend to a lot of us, and it means a lot to me to run this event every year in his honor. So I'm looking forward to it. Everybody always shows up for it, and let's talk about our main event from last night before I get all emotional.
Do we have to? Because I'm not. Do we have to?
We got to talk about it, Mac. I know you're not in the locker room, Mac. I know you're not in the locker room, but here was what your cousin was saying last night before the match. Are you ready? He said, and I quote, "Do you think Mac will win a judge?"
That's what he wanted bad. That's what he wanted bad, and I had to make sure that wasn't going to happen, regardless of what the outcome was going to be, because this is only the first chapter.
You want to judge. This was a close match. Let's go ahead and get this part out of the way. This was, and it's not just me saying it, and I'm not trying to copy it. My whole locker room was saying it. They were saying it during the match. Johnny Canada saying it to Pete Wall in the Canadian hospital. He's saying this was match of the night. We got to give 2 more points to WGP because Lip Fuse.
Fucking shit, man. Are you kidding me, man?
Lip Fuse got the win. This is going to bring WGP to 25 points, correct?
Yeah.
And that's going to put Foundation at 29. This event has put WGP within 4 points of the Foundation. And I bet you WGP's thinking we need to have some more crossroads. But let me tell you something.
I'll let you go ahead and then I'll give my spill after. Go for it.
This match was very emotional, in my opinion. You got two guys who grew up together, cousins, basically grew up like brothers. But they're starting to take different paths in the Promoverse, in my opinion. Different paths. Why are you looking up, buddy?
I'm just trying to hold myself together.
So Lip Fuse tugged on my emotions big time with the pictures in the beginning. And you guys just had a lot of things to say that felt very personal because they were. So this is the type, whenever things can get personal without it causing a real life issue, you're in for a great match. And things got a little personal last night. And I think this match, that's the last thing I'm going to say about this match. I'm going to let you talk about it. This match is the epitome of what a main event should be. This is a match people will be talking about for weeks, and here's the great news. We've not seen all of it. We've not seen the end of this. We don't know where this is going. This is something people want to see more of. And this is something, you two are going to be linked to each other for the rest of your lives anyway. So I'm going to let you take it up from here, but I want to thank both Lit Fuse and Mac Millie for giving the Promoverse, giving Foundation WGP, giving everybody that watches the opportunity to see this match for the first time. And both of them delivering on what I would say would be an exceptional level. This is what you strive for if you're doing this, guys. And that's what I'd like to say. So to Lit Fuse and Mac Millie, I would like to say thank you.
I came into this game for a lot of different reasons, all of them positive. I won't get into those things because I still need to hold on to some of those things as I'm still going through the process of the plan of which that I put together for my involvement here and everywhere else. But I will speak on the match in between me and my cousin, me and my brother, the best way that I can. To be able to do something like this, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
To be able to put on this type of a match and this type of show, the moment I told him, I said, people are gonna want me and you. They gonna want us. So let me figure out where we can do this at and where we can do it proper. And a part of that was me venturing out at the end of the year and going to many different places because I wanted it to happen in the BWO, but they started to show us cards that I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do this here because it's not going to come across the way that it needs to come across. And so I sent him to the foundation as he started competing over here first. I said, go over there and start doing your thing, and we're going to get rolling and see how the energy is over there. And then I took more liberties and going other places after I came to the foundation as well. Like I was in the locker room for a time before I even actually had a match. And so I was just like, man, the moment that this match got announced, or the moment that you asked us if we were ready to do this match, I told you, I said, ask him if he's ready, you know, because and I knew that he was. And the moment that the match was announced, we hadn't talked. We stopped talking.
Y'all went into your method acting.
We stopped talking, and this is my brother.
Yeah.
This is my bloodline. This is my family. We do things together. We've always done things together. We're two people inside of the family, outside of my little brother, to where we don't even deal with the rest of our family. Like we are connected so strongly. As you saw in the pictures that he used and everything, and I knew that he would. I'm just glad that I was able to give a moment like this and share this moment with him. Somebody that's came before me in life, and he's my first friend in this world. And like I said, we've been through many different things that's changed the levels of what it is that it is. And I'll save a lot of what needs to be shared because, like I said, this is only the beginning, and there's more that's coming from this or whatever. But to be able to put on this show and to be able to put him on the platform that he deserves to be on, and give him that not to say that he hasn't been in any main events, that he's not on the caliber of me, but what like people talked about me more. So over in the beat, like if you listen to my promo, and here's where I can kind of pull myself together. I said a lot of true things because they were true. He said a lot of things to where he twisted the truth. And when I got the judges' notes back, I was just like, okay, y'all don't give a fuck about what the truth actually is. Y'all just give a fuck about how the truth is spent and how you deliver whatever it is that you're saying. So I said, righteous, fine, cool. But like I knew for a fact, and I told him, like, the last portion of that promo where I turned into the Fire King, I almost didn't do that when I had it planned, and it was just because of the things that I'm going through in life personally, and I just did not have the energy. But I said, fuck it, if I don't do this, he's going to get that broom, he's going to sweep me, and that's going to hurt our story. So I had to pull myself together and do that portion. And that's something that I told him. I said, I never done this for anybody. And obviously, like, even in the hypes leading up to it, I don't know if the judges were watching those or not, but I basically broke down everything that he was going to do in this match without even knowing what he was going to do when I knew what he was going to do. Again, we weren't speaking to each other. We weren't talking to each other. We were, you may have seen us on screen for SMARK Psychology or whatever, but like, that was the only time that we were talking. And I wanted to make sure that we were in the pocket and everything. Like, even after all the hypes I did, I spoke to him on his birthday for just a quick second, you know what I'm saying? And I knew that this match was going to be something special or whatever with the way that he responded. But like, my attire, I wore the Roman Reigns Wreck Everyone in League shirt because I knew that at some point he was going to have a Roman Reigns beat playing. You know what I'm saying? Because we just know each other that damn well. And for us to have not spoke and went bar for bar with each other on certain things or whatever, it's I'm telling y'all, that's what this is. That's what it should be. And I hope that the presentation that me and Lick put on was something to be enamored and inspired about. Like, the last past couple of matches that I've had, it's just been like, man, is this man the main event, or is he not the main event? Like, fuck all the championships that I haven't won and have won, and to water down his promo a little bit. Like, my work rate has tripled his because of the journeys that I've gone on to figure out the things that I needed to find out about or whatever. So of course I got more losses, but I also have more wins than you as well. You just have records, and he's a man that cares about records. I don't. I care about moments. I care about entertainment. I care about let's make this the best that it could possibly be and leave it in the hands of the judges and whatever it is that they need to see. But like the and when I got the judges' notes back, I was just like, Jesus Christ, y'all giving him, y'all basically highlighting all of my hypes. And again, like you said, he did no hypes. He did one hype, which I also didn't like. And I told him that. And he said, man, it's hard keeping up with people that you don't like and don't like you in this game. And I'm like, I know, but all you got to do is tap in with me. But I know that wasn't the scenario what was going to take place here. The things in his match that he showed, even with the guy that just came back that's been creating issues and whatnot, like, he knew about those things because I told him, hey, I'm about to say this to this person. I'm about to go send a message and say this to this person or whatever. So like, I just didn't think that he was going to take a whole lot of that stuff and twist it in a way that he did to combat me. But like, he did what he had to do, and he got the victory. But I know that this isn't finished. I know it's not over, because the what we were supposed to do for the first time, we were not able to do. And so because we both failed on some missions and things of that nature, so we got some work to do, and we're going to get it done. But like, man, I'm fine with the judgment. People think that I don't like losing, or that when I say I know how to lose, they don't believe it. And that's something that I learned to do. Not saying that I did that here, but I did not go full throttle, and I know that he did not as well. But I'm fine with L's. I don't care. I've said this. They come with the package. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. But what is it that you're able to give as a whole? And I feel like together we gave something very special, and people are now going to start talking about Lit Fuse separately from me, even though we'll always be connected in the way that they should be. And again, as I say, this isn't over. There's more coming. So I want to say to my brother, like, thank you for trusting in me and giving me your patience
to as I figured out where this could take place for the first time, and where this story could develop. And man, y'all in for it. Y'all in for it.
Yeah, it was a great main event. It definitely deserved to be the main event. It lived up to the hype, and as you said, you guys didn't even reach your final forms in that match. So that says a lot to what could be to come.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a match, match of the night. And dang, Mac, you got me damn all emotional now. I'm about to damn cry myself.
I'm sorry,
do
man.
that on
And
psychology.
it's crazy. I told him even in private, like once I saw the match, and I said, bro, you almost got me. You almost got me. Yeah, one of my gimmicks on the pod is that, oh, he about to cry. I mean, I'm an emotional guy. I mean, it is what it is. I'm comfortable in a lot of things that makes me who I am, so I'm able to tap into these emotions and let them flow when they come. But like I was just like, you almost got me. You almost got me. And just being in this moment, I've been got. I've been had. So, but it's all right.
If you need me to hold you after, just let me know.
I'll be fine.
Okay, okay.
Look,
I'm a friend. I'm a true friend. I'm just gonna say. But
yeah.
I want to give WGP some props. I know that's gonna be hard for you.
I mean, I told you I was conflicted this whole show. I said, motherfucker. I
want to give them some props. They have narrowed that gap to just 4 points. With plenty of time. The season's going to end at Guts and Glory. So at the end of Guts and Glory, that is when we will know which division has won. So we are well on our way to that. And man, I want to actually take a quick moment before we wrap up the show to thank each and every competitor in the back that competed on this show, even the ones that didn't. Everybody that's really been putting forth a lot of effort. We're getting a lot of praise across the Promoverse from a lot of other group owners, from a lot of other groups. We're being talked about. The views are going up. I've never really been a big view guy, like where, I just wanted the people playing to watch, but we're getting a lot of outside views, and you guys are really stepping up to the plate, doing a great job. You're taking the advice. Hopefully this show is helping you guys with that and the new judging feedback. And thank you. Thanks to each and every person that makes this possible to allow us to have this platform. Thank you.
And I just want to, I'm going to ditto that, but I want to piggyback off that and flip it and bring it back to you. You always thank me, but hey, Will, let me thank you, man. Let me thank you. One of my phrases is, I am the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me. So I'm gonna take that as well and flip it and put it back on you. Thank you for letting me have the opportunity to roll with you and do what it is that I get to do within the foundation and WGP, on screen and behind the scenes. It means a lot. It means a lot because the artwork that's being structured and the journey, like I not taking nothing away from the past of Foundation and WGP, but this is the best that it's ever been, in my eyes and in my opinion, or whatever. And people can argue that amongst themselves however they like, but I feel like that we're really on a journey and a road, because like I said, I did want to find one place to not only have the match that we just had, but to do certain things, because when I did take my 2 years, not 1 year, of viewing things in this game and putting together a divisive plan, like I can say that you created a platform and a space and a place to where I can add on to it the way that I saw fit. And so thank you.
Thanks for saying that, man. And you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Any of you motherfuckers use this video in the promo of me fucking crying, I guarantee you I will fucking annihilate. I can't even talk right, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it. I dare you.
He will get very upset.
Yeah.
Very.
I will come Franklin Benjamin style, or maybe stronger or harder, because that last nut that he had, boy oh boy, it was a spurter.
Well, that was a little blue ball, but anyway, thank you for tuning in to Good Golly Psychology. Crossroads is in the rear view. We're on the road to Guts and Glory and the Stephen Faison Pillars of Fate Memorial tournament.
Man.
We will be back in a couple of weeks. And I'm looking forward to see where WGP stands after the next promo double feature.
I want to apologize to our audience for not being here on Saturday. Let me tell you why that did not take place. I like to push liberties. And over here on the SMARK side, I'm the man that sits at the top, you know, so I make a lot of decisions and I do a lot of things quickly. I got our channel suspended for a week over the WrestleMania weekend for taking a lot of liberties as I was over at Knox Pro Wrestling. Shout outs to them, always Bloodline, you know what it is. But yeah, I took a lot of liberties and I got the channel suspended for a week. So that's why
you're having this special Monday 4:30 edition with us.
Yeah.
But hey, that's neither here nor there.
Speaking of the SMARK side, y'all make sure that y'all jump into the club. You know what I'm saying? We got an interview coming up with Moses. If you've seen him recently on TNA Wrestling, we're going to tap into some more of his history and his current and his future. So make sure y'all here for that, because we do interviews with wrestlers, as we do a whole lot of other things, as well as we continue to grow as well over on our side. Season 7 should be started by the time that interview comes around, but or as a matter of fact, we might just have a show later on tonight. You just gotta tune in, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe. Monday Night Raw should be great, so we're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? You catch us afterwards, catching that SMARK energy. You figure deal me. But to everybody watching, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for your time. We hope that you'd enjoyed this. But you know what it is. It's the Prophecy King Mac Millie, the value that allows you the opportunity to roll with me, the man of many names, the main event. You know what I'm saying? The platform, you know what I'm saying? It's so many things. I got so many names. Speaking of which, Rockstar of all people said something in the comments at NPW. By the way, check out all of the promo verses that are connected in the description. But he called me the promo Tupac, and I said, "Damn it! Somebody that finally figured out a little bit of my nugget." And it happened to be Rockstar of all people. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been Good Golly SMARK Psychology with myself, King Mac Millie, and Hollywood Haywood. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Never thank y'all enough. Thank y'all. Positivity rules. Let's keep pulling the positives and keep doing it what it is that we do and entertain, because there are people watching. And ladies and gentlemen, if you go through the Foundation channel, you might see someone familiar. And I'm not saying on YouTube, I'm saying in the actual group. It's happening. It's happening. Y'all do y'all thing. Stay tapped in.
We'll see you next time.
Your winner, Lex Hughes. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a match.
Oh, so that's how this gonna be. Crossroads just ended. My hand got raised. 2 judges to 1, and somehow I'm supposed to feel satisfied? Nah, not when I can smell the bias from a mile away. Not when one voice tried to rewrite reality because somebody got in their ear crying about opacity like I ain't been sitting at 70% all fucking year, all while running through everybody like wildfire. Now it's a problem? Now it matters? Funny how that works when the man across from me needed a lifeline just to survive embarrassment. Let me make something crystal clear. I didn't escape Mac. I beat Mac Millie. And the fact that it wasn't unanimous, That says more about the system than it does about me. But it's all good. I'll let that simmer. Because right now, I got a bigger problem. Doof, you got something that don't belong to you. Something that doesn't belong in your possession. Something that belongs on my show. And I want it back. Immediately. No negotiations, no delays, no petty politics. Just understand this. Every second you hold on to what's mine, I'm stacking interest on a debt you can't afford to pay. Now I know I'm in this Pillars of Fate tournament, but let's not play dumb here. I don't belong in a line. I don't belong in a bracket. I don't belong in a system built to delay what's already inevitable. Because while everybody is out here trying to earn their moment, I've been earned mine. I never stopped earning mine. Longest current reigning champion across both brands. Undefeated across both brands. And in my entire run, one judge, one, had the audacity to go against me. That's not a streak. That's dominance. That's inevitability. That's what happens when you put a different beast in a room full of pretenders. And after I just took down your golden boy, you mean to tell me I gotta wait? Nah, we not doing that. I've seen this movie before. The BWO tried to box me into the mid-card division with a title I could never lose until they decided it fit their story to finally take it. It wasn't control. That was fear. Fear of what happens when I'm unleashed at the top. And I promise you, you are not about to make the same mistake they did. So let me simplify this for everybody in the back. I'm not asking for a world title shot. I'm calling it. Because when you've done what I've done, when you've run through who I've run through, when you've built a resume that don't even look real anymore, you don't wait your turn. You take your place. So Doof, I suggest you respond quickly because patience ain't really my thing. And the longer you hesitate, the worse it gets for you when I decide to come to collect. Tick, tock.
In the GOP, now I'm Evil Inc. Now I'm Evil Inc. Now I'm Evil Inc. Fear me. Hey man, the show's over. My left's not here for another hour.
Evil Incorporated.
Hello there, it is I, your favorite unlicensed, unethical, and wait for it, and new WGP World Heavyweight Champion. Many of you said that this day would never come, that I wouldn't be anything but maybe a tag team star, let alone the defining champion of the brand. Well, you know, this reminds me of a tragic backstory. You see, back when I was just a rookie in WGP, I entered a costume battle royal, and wouldn't you know it, I won! And the prize was a shot at this very title, that I could face the Vagabond for the WGP title. However, guest GM DB Greatness, he came up to me and said I could either take my shot at the title or have what's behind door number one. And every time I never selected door number one, it always led to misfortune. So thinking that fate was on my side, I chose what was behind door number one. And when I know it, it was a platypus pummeling. And I have reaped the guilt and regret of that moment. But now, after years of putting in hard work, paying my dues, paying other people's dues, and getting a debt collections notice that I still need to pay some dues, I stand here, the WGP Championship. Oh, it smells a bit like Doritos and Dr. Pepper, so I may need to get this clean. But to all those who supported me, thank you very much to all those who laughed at me. Who's laughing now? To the GOP? Well, you know something? Doof and Wolf are still due. And petty politics? We're next. See you then.